And okay, recording's done. Okay. All right. So let's get started, guys. Now this presentation, I'm going to try to go as slow as I can so you can accurately understand exactly what I'm talking about, because some parts of it can be confusing. So I'm going to go slow as I can. It'll take about 20 minutes, and then I can answer a couple of questions if you want. And now we're going to have a recording here. So when you'll get me the recording, and I'll send it to Daphne. She can send it out to you people, and you can send it to people that weren't here, that wanted to be here, but couldn't make it for whatever reason. And you can use it to review and get your questions answered from reviewing it again, because once you hear something over and over, it starts sticking. Okay.
Quick notation, Jim, if everybody could mute out, thank you.
Okay, so that's fine. So let's get going here. Guys, if you've got a pen and pad, I'll ask you to take down 3 points here, which I want to touch on. Those 3 points are a couple of people, upgrading, and line of sponsorship. Okay, a couple of people, upgrading, and a line of sponsorship. Okay, real quickly, just to run down where this came from. This was thought about 10 years ago, but the last 4.5 or 4.5 to 5 years ago, they really started putting the work in this. And it took a lot of work to get everything legal, to get everything. I mean, every country you go to, it's different laws and what have you, but they got it all done. They got it all together. And getting the programmers and whatever, it's a lot of work. We are presently in 6 of the 7 continents, so we're all over the world. And their goal was when we open, well, we're not even open yet, but when we open, the end of the month, they were thinking about 3 months, they would have about 15,000 people, which would really get us going. And they're in around the range of 20,000 right now. So they were shooting for 15 in about 3 or 4 months, and they've hit about 20 right now. Okay, so let's get into the presentation. To come into this business, you can come in 3 ways. There's a customer. Now, I don't believe there'll be that many people coming in as a customer, but they may want to just purchase things from our store. And we have like a mini Amazon, you'd call it. So basically, you can just be that customer. Now, with a customer, it'll cost you $29 a month, $20 for the membership, $9 for your back office to follow your earnings. And when I say earnings, with a customer, you can get cash back on 9 levels underneath you, and you will get spillover from people coming in. Now, the second way is a VIP. You sponsor nobody, cost you $129 the first month, and $20 a month after that, and $9 for your back office. They go down 12 levels. Now, I don't know why anyone, if they're a customer, wouldn't just do the VIP and go down 2 more levels and earn more. Now, the main one is the third way, which we are all in, which is called ambassador. If you sponsor 1 or more person, you become an ambassador. Now, here's the way this ambassador works. Your line of sponsorship, and I told you I'd talk about line of sponsorship. There's going to be spillover underneath you. We start off by saying, if you could share this with a couple of people. I mean, by saying, the question is, do you think you might know a couple of people that would like to make some money? And with the way the economy is out there today, the inflation's going up a lot quicker than the money that comes in your house. You can sure vouch for that. So practically everyone could use more money. So that goes without saying. So you share it with a couple of people. Well, when those people come in, they would share it with a couple, because I'm going to base this on 2 people telling 2 people, telling 2 people, telling 2 people, and they bring those 2 people in. Not going to work this way, because some people will bring 2, some people will bring 20. One lady in Utah brought 29, but let's just talk a couple of people. So you have a matrix 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. That totals 62 people. Now, here's where your line of sponsorship comes in. You're going to get a bunch of spillover. You get some VIPs, you get some customers, and your people who bring people. Well, it's your line of sponsorship that you're concerned with. You'll still make money. People purchase in our store, and I'll get to that, from those spillovers. But the computer will compress. So you have your people in your line of sponsorship. So when that line of sponsorship has 62 people there, your matrix is filled. Now, when that matrix has people upgrading, that's the other word I was talking about, upgrading, you will start automatically by the computer taking those funds you make, you will bump up to the next level, which is Ambassador 2, Ambassador 3, Ambassador 4, and Ambassador 5. The levels are, when you come in, you pay 120. It comes out to 134.40, I think it is, with the taxes from your credit card, which we can't control. So when there's earnings under you, go up to 200, computer automatically takes the 200, bumps you to Ambassador 2. When you get up to 330, it takes your 330, your Ambassador 3. When you get up to 440, takes your takes your funds and puts you up to Ambassador 3, 4. When it goes to 550, it bumps you up to Ambassador 5. Now, remember, you have a matrix of 62 people. When those 62 people, and they'll be upgrading different times. Some will go fast, some will go slow, some will go a little slow, whatever. But as they're upgrading, they will eventually get to Ambassador 5. And people that are in this now, they're all at different levels right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's all kinds of different levels. But when they all get to level 5, you will be earning $11,400 a month. Your expenses are going to be, because there's always the price for doing business, I guess they say, you have to pay $1,649. Now that sounds like a lot, but remember, you're going to gross 11.4. If you take 1,649 off that, you're left with $9,751. Okay, that's the first phase of this program, and there's five parts to this. That's the first part. So where do you get the 1,649? Well, 120 for the first level, 220 the second level, 330, 440, and 550. If you total those up, it's $1,649. Take that off your 11.4. Again, you're left with $9,751. Okay, that's the first part. That's the most difficult part for people to understand. Okay, and that's where most of the questions come from. Now we're going to move into the next phase, and I'll be open for questions after. But we just got through the most difficult part. If you grasp that, that's great. If you don't, we can answer questions and bring you along. So here's the next phase. Levels 6 to 10. Now these are optional. That means you do not have to go there. But look, I'm going to show you in a minute here. I think everyone will want to go there. That means when you have enough money, you're earning, let's say you're earning 9,751, or even 8,000, or 5,000, or 4,000. It doesn't matter. You would certainly pay 1,100 every year to go to 6 to 11 or 6 to 10, because here's what happens. Everyone that comes up from the first 5 levels and bumps up to optional, I said optional, and I think everyone will though, goes up to level 6, you get $100 per person. So after the first 11 people, it's sheer profit after that. Now, if you do the numbers from 6 to 10, just on that level right there, just on that level, 6 to 10, the potential earning is over $200,000 a year. Forget the first phase I just told you. Forget the next phase I'm about to tell you. Forget about the store where the mega bunny is. Just that one. You can make over $200,000 a year. So guys, there's 5 ways here, and that's only one, and that's exciting. Now, that's $1,100 a year, but you can make $11 to $20. Okay, you pay one time in your life $2,100, but everyone that comes up those levels, again, you make $100. And if you add those up, it's like 2 million people. So forget the numbers. It's too much to believe. So we'll just leave it at that. It's a lot of money. Okay, so that's the next level. And those were simple to explain: 6 to 10, 11 to 20. Okay, now here's important part before I move away from that. If somebody that you brought in, or someone underneath you, them brought in, or somebody, one of those people brought people in, and they jump right up to that number 6 right off the bat. They get right up there. You say, oh my gosh, I lost that money. They went ahead of me. And in a lot of companies, they do that. Not here. What happens? They will hold those monies for you. They will bank them for you. Then when you decide to bump up to level 6, they will turn around and give you those funds. It wouldn't matter if there was 2 or 20 who were up there before you. They are holding those funds for you. I think that's great. Same with 11 to 20. Okay, now we're going to move to the store. Okay, this is the fun part, guys. This is where it gets really fun. Okay. Now, okay, so we're at the store, and remember I told you we're going to keep it simple. We're just bringing a couple of people, and that's fine. Just a couple of people you think would like to earn some money, and I'm sure that's most people. So let's say you bring more than a couple. You might bring 3, you might bring 5, you might bring 10, you might be 20. It doesn't matter. They all automatically come over to the store when the store opens. The store is projected to open in February. Now, right now, we presently have 200 or 250 items, and they're going to have thousands in time. But so when they come over, you draw a line right across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many people. Let's just take the number 5. Let's say as you're going through this and you're building this and you're building this, you started with a couple, but you're building and building. And let's say you had 5. You can use any number you want. You can say 10, you can say 20, but let's just say 5. Okay? So let's say you have Bill, Mary, Sue, Tom, Frank, right across. Here's what happens. Depending on what level you're at, okay? If you're at Ambassador 1, when you just come in, you're Ambassador 1, you go down 12 levels. You earn on 12 levels every time a product underneath you is purchased. You get in on that. You get a piece of that. It goes down 20 levels, by the way, but you get in on 12 of them. But if you run Ambassador 2, you go down 14 levels. Ambassador 3, you go down 16. Ambassador 4, you go down 18. And Ambassador 5, you go down 20. Now, when I'm talking ambassador, those are levels, level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? So we use the term ambassador. So let's say, let's just say you're Ambassador 5. We'll just say you're at the top. Okay. So when a product is purchased, it comes up immediately, goes up, divided evenly, the profit. And how the profit works is here's what the company gets the product for. Here's what they sell it for. And the in-between is the profit. The profit goes 100% back to us in the community, not the company. It's divided between 20 people. So 20 people are going to get a piece of that, which is great. So let's say you're 5 people I mentioned there a minute ago. They all are having products going through. And the nice thing about it, the ingenious thing about this here shopping mall, somebody will say, oh, it's great, you got a store. How are you going to move the products? What if people don't want to buy? Is there an auto ship? No auto ships. Well, they have to buy? Well, here's what the stipulation is. Every person in this, to maintain their commissions, and if you make it a few $1,000s or a lot of $1,000s, you would buy one product a month. Or otherwise, your commission, you don't get your commission that month. Why would you not? That's basically a no-brainer, guys. One product. So those products are going through. And those 5 people, depending on how far down they are, they're making different amounts. Maybe the first person makes the $1,000, the next person might make $800 in the month, and the next person might make $500, the next person might make $1,200, one may make $5,000. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. They're your personals, so you're going to earn a matching bonus on 5 levels deep. The first level, you're going to make 50% of whatever they made. If it was 800, you made 4. It was 1,000, you made 5. It was 2,000, you made 1,000. You made 20% on the next level down. 10% on the third, 10% in the fourth, and 10% in the fifth. So you're earning on the products going through, and you're earning on a matching bonus on each personal person you brought into this program. So you can see it gets big. So I mean that's amazing. Now we get paid 3 ways. The 3 ways we get paid is you can get paid in crypto. A lot of people like crypto. You can set up your bank account, and you can send money to your bank, which a lot of people are getting away from, it seems. And you can be like most of us that we have a Visa debit card coming and it'll cost us, I don't know, $35. I'm not sure, but you would certainly purchase that to be able to take your funds loaded on your card and go and use your card. You get 1.5% back on every purchase you make on your card. So your money some money will go back on it. But the only thing about the card, you have to make sure you know how much you loaded on, because if you bought something for with the card for $800 and you only had $4 in your card, it's not going to work, right? So you just have to be aware of that. But that's the way to go, because I was in a business one time and did well at it, and I did have a card, and I know how it works. And I tell this story all the time. This card we got, it was a MasterCard. The first time we got it, we went for groceries, my wife and I. I said, here, use the card, use the card. Oh, I don't want to use that. It might not work. I'd be embarrassed. I don't know. Oh, I'll do it then. So I went through. Yep, no problem. Got the groceries, got the slip, we're walking out. My wife's pushing the cart. She turns and she actually whispers, because she didn't want people in the grocery store to hear. She said, this is great. It's like getting free groceries. Well, that's what this is going to be like. So that's basically it. So I don't know how long I was. That's it in a nutshell. Now I'm open for a few questions, because I have about 40 minutes, and I think we've only used maybe 20. I said it'd take roughly 20 minutes to go through this, and I'm hoping I went through slow enough that you grasped things. But I'm open for questions, and we will get this video to you. So I'm open it now for questions. Okay.
We put questions in the chat, guys, or do you like to just unmute? Why don't we just unmute?
Sure.
If someone has a
Would
question.
you like me to stop the recording for the Q&A?
Yes, please. Yes, please.